Well, it's official. Americans just don't agree with Democrats or their strategy. Y'all like the video right here and check this out.
This is what kicking the out of fascism looks like.
Oh,
Total
hell.
bull. Absolute bull.
I don't swear in public very well, but we have to Trump.
Well, I think the political
I don't think he
scientists have a
would.
term for the first 100 days we've seen, and they call it a show.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Off.
Real classy.
Well, and if they can't do either of those things, they're going to call on people to rise up. Watch.
Never before in my life have I
Oh,
called
hell.
for mass protests,
This dude.
for mobilization, for disruption. But I am now.
And now Democratic Congressman Sri Thanandar from Michigan introducing articles of impeachment against the president.
But Americans just aren't buying it. More than
Nope.
half of the country views the party as unfavorable.
Is there any indication that these events and the general characteristics of today's Democrat Party are doing anything other than digging themselves in that hole deeper and deeper and deeper?
Nope.
There's absolutely no evidence that this is working in any way, shape, or form. In fact, there's so much attention given right now to Trump's approval rating on day 100, and there's not enough attention given to what you just showed as the Democratic approval rating. But I think what's even worse is there was a poll that was released yesterday that said that 69% of Americans believe that Democrats are out of touch with what they need. 69%
Reality.
say that Democrats are out of touch. That is astounding and staggering. And instead of learning from the messaging mistakes that they made, they're just doubling down. My mother, when I was being raised, and
Go
I would,
right ahead.
when I would curse or do those kinds of things, my mother would say, "You've got to be smarter than that." That's just a frustration message. You need to express yourself. And what they're doing is they're not able to express themselves. And the American people aren't buying what they're selling. If they
Keep
were
doing it.
buying it, Kamala Harris would be the president right now. And it's not going to change by them swearing, singing, or telling us that we need to have mass uprisings. Enough is enough. Democrats need to get a message. Not only do they need to get a message, they need to get a strategy. Because what Americans can't do is look at what's happening right now and say, you know what? I'm frustrated with what's happening right now with Donald Trump and this administration, but here's what Democrats are going to do better or differently. There is no message, there is no strategy, and there's nothing for people to fall back on.
Right.
And so people are just feeling pessimistic overall.
I said earlier, Lee, it's like, come kumbaya with us, or we'll chew you out and go key your car. Someone referred to
Dear
Governor Pritzker
Lord.
as pugilistic. And I said,